Jack, what was the response from last weekend? You were official player of the match, but ended up on the losing side somehow. How did you reflect on that?
Yeah, look, I think we played well for 70 minutes, but URC, I think it showed across the whole weekend how close all the games were. I think it was an average of 2.4 points or something like that. So if you're not playing well for the 80, you're probably not going to get the win.
Recording in progress.
So I guess just frustrating at the end of the day, because we did 90% of the work, but like I touched on, 90%'s not really enough in these sort of games, particularly derbies. Dragons are a team that are just going to keep coming at you, and they did that. So it's probably just frustration, a lot of good, but a lot of frustration to come out of it as well.
So the try usually help create early in the second half, and also some of the movements as well. Is that the way that the Ospreys want to play?
Yeah, I think it's back. Well, as backs at least, we want to hands on the ball. We want to be shifting it, moving it. As long as we're playing in the right areas of the field, we want to play an exciting brand of rugby. We want to hands on the ball. So forwards laid a great platform for us to play in the right areas of the field. And it's just for us, it's just to execute those opportunities. I mean, I think we had 3-4 try scoring opportunities that we didn't ice out, and I guess that's the difference between winning and losing in that game.
Are you enjoying this sort of full-back stroke fly-half role where you get to play both positions in the game and sort of, that sort of positions that you play?
Yeah, mate, I'll play anywhere. Happy to play anywhere. I take that back, not in the forwards. But I think the way I play 15, I'm marshalling around anyway, playing a lot of 10 in there as well. So I guess in the games I kind of forget what numbers on my back, and it's just doing the similar jobs for the team. So I think me and Dan bounce well off each other, can split the pitch attacking, give different threats and different looks. So yeah, happy to play wherever they put me.
After your journey here, Jack, third season here, you enjoying life in Wales?
Yeah, loving life in Wales. I think I've adjusted to the rain a bit more, bought a few more raincoats. But no, really enjoying it. I think we've got a really good culture here. A lot of young boys coming through the squad now, and it's probably the tightest I've seen the group in the 3 years I've been here. Boys wanting to come to training, get better. So I think it's just really exciting as a club where we're at, and sort of what's in the pipeline for the future.
And in terms of, you travelled from obviously Australia to Exeter up to here. You settled here now. Are you enjoying life and yourself personally as well, on and off the field? Yeah,
really enjoying life. Got a few Aussie mates playing at the different Welsh clubs actually, so it's happy days, kind of days off and stuff like that. But like I said, the boys here are really tight knit. There's always boys off playing golf together, groups playing golf, getting coffees, whatever it is. It's just a good feel and good environment to be in. Everyone's mates off the field, and then that helps a lot when you get into those tight games, tough matches. You've got a real relationship with the person next to you that you care about and you want to do well for them. I think just translate well into the field.
Lovely. Thank you, Jack. Good luck on the weekend, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, good, thanks. You mentioned how well it's worked with Dan Edwards, because obviously, there's some moves where you stand at first receiver and swap around. I just wonder how impressed have you been with Dan, because obviously he's still a young player, isn't he? But he seems to be sort of bossing the games quite well for a guy of his age.
Yeah, he's going really well, mate. Obviously had a big moment against Ulster last year, and as a 10, it's just time in the saddle. So I think he's gone really well, and it's just up to the players around him. Forwards laying a platform for him, and us backs, whether it's me giving him communication, what I see, what I can help him with, stuff like that kind of helps him with his game. But yeah, I've been really impressed with what I've seen so far. Core skills are really good, and it's just what I can help him with off the ball so he can execute and I guess be a bit clearer in big moments.
Yeah, there's a perception that the Ospreys, they've always got a strong pack, but maybe they're not. I know this is probably unfair, but maybe they're not as creative as other teams. But that's not true, is it? Like you do, as we saw Rodney Pridge, you do try and create stuff. It's not all, even though there's a big emphasis from Toby on the pack, that there is enough sort of talent behind the scrum, isn't there, to cause damage for other teams.
Oh, 100%, mate. I think, like I touched on before, we had 3-4 try scoring opportunities that we created on the weekend. We obviously weren't accurate enough, so that's a big work on. But yeah, I think our backs, a lot of them counter-attack, beating boys one-on-one, that sort of stuff. There's a lot of excitement there. But in saying that, if our forwards are going to give us a platform and win, they did a class job on the weekend, and I'll expect them to do a class job this weekend as well. I think it shows, probably even in international rugby even more. If your pack's not going forward or at least holding par, then your backs kind of just decide how many points you win the game by. So we just need to give those boys as much energy and create opportunities when we're down there based on the platform they've laid. I guess return the favour.
Yeah, obviously playing the Stormers this weekend at the Brewery Field. Do you think the fact that it's at the Brewery Field can give you an advantage as well? Because it's pretty different conditions to Cape Town, isn't it? I would have thought.
Yeah, 100%. I think the Brewery is massive for us. I think we really enjoy as a club going down there. The support we get down there is massive, and we really feel that. Whether it's in the warm-up, you can hear, I guess, how loud the supporters are, how much it means to them. I guess they're sort of like close in on you there. And then, yeah, pitch-wise, definitely. It's definitely not the same as anything experiencing Australia, Cape Town sort of wise. So I think that kind of plays into our hands. We're used to it down there. We like it down there. We've got a lot of support behind us, so it's just positives to take into the game, really. Something to get excited about and be confident about coming on Saturday.
Yeah, you spoke in your previous answer to Gareth how you've settled into Wales and how you're loving life at the Ospreys. I mean, I think by the end of your contract, you'd have been here 4 years. I think it's 5-year residency. Would you ever consider playing for Wales, or is that or would you just rather stick with Australia if you had the chance?
Oh mate, there's no doubt I consider it. But to be honest, like you say, even at the end of this contract, I think I'm still a year away or something like that. So it's not really something I think about. I think with most players, your focus isn't on international rugby and the selections. It's just playing well for your club and doing what you can. If that stuff comes along, then take it with both hands, and that's a great opportunity. But for me, it's just what I can do here at the Ospreys and doing the best for these guys.
Jack, also the Brewery Field. I read in an interview in the past you said that it was a surprise to you what the conditions were like, even though you were told what you were in for that Cardiff game at the start of the year. Would you just tell us a bit more about it and to give an insight as to what the Stormers will be in for? Because they played in Swansea last year and it was teeming down then, but this is going to be different again, isn't it? So what was your memories of going out there when it was in those conditions?
Yeah, like the pitch is a good pitch. I really like it down there. Like I said, everything with support and supporters and how loud they are and passionate. I think it was just when we played Cardiff around New Year's, something like that. So it was probably just the nature of the rain and how boggy it quite got. Wasn't really a backs game, so most of our members just standing there freezing on the pitch, waiting to help what I could. But no, really good environment. I guess it's just a heavy pitch. We're more used to it than South Africans are. But on the flip side, when we have to go play out there on their dry pitch that they've been running around the whole time, that presents a different challenge for us. So while we got the upper hand this weekend, we just want to make the most of it and play the way we play, and I guess just be excited to get out there and run around.